You know, not everything in your closet has to be the top end of fashion, but there's going to be these pieces, these accessories and whatnot that hold a deep amount of meaning and maybe motivation for a new phase in life. Hi, I'm Carrie Scott, founder of the Soul Cells Framework and the author of the book Buddha's Closet, Cleaning as a Path to Enlightenment. And I'm jumping right into this video after doing a little more exercise than I normally do. And I wanted to share with you how I'm celebrating 15 years of marriage with my amazing husband, Alex, by bringing these running shoes, these really not so glamorous running shoes out of my closet. So we've been married 15 years today, June 13th, 2009 is our anniversary. And as a anniversary, or pardon me, as a wedding present, we got a gift certificate to Mountain Equipment Co-op. We decided that I would buy a pair of running shoes because the two of us were taking up running back in the days before we had our house and before we had children and all of these things. And it's pretty much been 15 years since I've ran again or gone jogging. I can't remember, to be honest, what the timing is, but it's been a long time. Jogging and running has never been something that I've taken to, but I had a bit of an idea yesterday, and it occurred to me. So many of you may or may not know that I've been using our virtual reality headset to exercise using the app Supernatural, and I'm loving it. I'm really, really loving it. In terms of finding an exercise routine that works for me, this is one that I'm really motivated by, even when I'm not motivated. I mean, there's definitely long periods of time where I go without doing it, but I feel so good after doing it, and that is what brings me back. But what I'm noticing the most is that when I do a 20-minute session or a 40-minute session with Supernatural, I don't feel pain in my body. And so what I'm noticing as I'm getting older is that I am in pain more of the time. And it's just sort of a subtle underlying sort of ache in my joints and in my muscles, and I don't quite have the mobility that I normally, or that I'm used to. I won't say normally because I don't know that there's ever sort of a norm, but it's definitely changing as I age. And so after doing 20 minutes of movement through Supernatural, right here in this bedroom, I have this warmth that is running through my body, and it feels really good. And I don't know, maybe, I'm sure somebody out there knows this far better than me, but maybe there's some sort of like natural painkiller that my body's producing, or there's some sort of other process going on that just makes my joints feel good and my muscles feel good, and it raises, I don't know if there's sort of like a dopamine thing obviously going on, but my mood is boosted, everything feels good. So it occurred to me yesterday that maybe after doing a Supernatural session, I should tack on a bit of jogging because I'm warmed up and I'm ready to go, and maybe that'll change the experience that I have with jogging completely. Because I think before, when I did it, I kind of went in cold and would just like not do much of a warm up. I don't know if we really did any warm up, to be honest. So just taking off from home and going for a jog, there was sort of an uphill struggle to get everything moving and wanting to go, and it took a really long time to get into any kind of like space where I felt good and flowing. And I always felt like my lungs and even my heart were holding me back. So today I made myself the promise that I would do the Supernatural for 20 minutes and then go for a jog. And in addition to that, I could just jog down to the ocean and go for a swim. So after I did my Supernatural, I put on some semi, appropriate jogging / swimming clothes, and I did it, and it felt really good. And I jogged a little bit further than I expected. I sort of just went until I felt like I couldn't go anymore, and then walked back to the boat ramp where there's a nice walk into the ocean, and had a nice cool dip for a little bit, and then walked home. So it was a success for me. It was like a mini triathlon. I don't know if I'll ever do it again, but having this video right here will remind me of how good it feels to be able to do that. And my muscles are starting to like bring the pain back in, but for the most part I'm still feeling pretty fluid and pretty good, and dripping wet, so I guess I should go have a shower and get on with the rest of my day. But yeah, that is the hanger management episode today for these really old and yet useful wedding shoes. So not everything in your closet has to be the top end of fashion, but there's gonna be these pieces, these accessories and whatnot that hold a deep amount of meaning and maybe motivation for a new phase in life. So I'll leave you with that for today. As always, thanks for listening. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my video channel, and like this video.